It's a Friday morning here on the AM show. My name is Benedict Osu. We'll talk sports, and we're going into a weekend where we see action in the MTN FA Cup quarterfinal games. Actually, we're supposed to have 4 quarterfinal games, but the Kumasi Asante Kotoko Nia Salamina game postponed to a later date. So we'll have 3 matches. I'll let you know the matches that will be happening in the MTN FA Cup this weekend. Also, yesterday at the Labadi Beach Hotel, the draw for the inaugural Wafu tournament was held. Ghana in Group A or Zone A, and we'll play our first game against Gambia. We'll also tell you more about that. Then we'll check with what the clubs are doing in terms of their pre-season going into the start of the major European leagues next 2 weeks. But here on the local scene, and also when it comes to the Africa Cup of Nations, the amendments, the first vice president of the Confederation of African Football, that's Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi, says qualifies to the 2019 tournament will go on as planned, despite the increment of participating teams from 16 to 24. Now, with the qualifiers to the next tournament in Cameroon already underway, many have been asking questions as to how teams will make it to the 2019 tournament. Nyantakyi has been explaining.
We will do that pretty soon, by I think very soon in next month, when the committees are reconstituted and we have all the organizing committees in place. But it will not disadvantage anybody. It will rather be an advantage to those who may not have the chance to qualify, because the initial format was to get 15 countries to qualify. Now, some of them who may drop out of the 15 will now have the chance to qualify, and a formula will be quickly formulated and made public.
So that was Ghana Football Association President Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi. He doubles as first vice CAF president, and also he's president of the Wafu Zone B. So we are talking about Wafu, that's West African Football Union. And yesterday, the draw for the inaugural Wafu tournament was held here in Accra at the Labadi Beach Hotel. And as I noted in my intro, Ghana will face Gambia in the opening game on September 9. That will be played in Second that's the Second Sipon Stadium. Also, we'll have other games as well in Zone A. We'll have Nigeria, Nigeria will take on Sierra Leone. So what it means is that the winner of the Ghana-Gambia game will face Nigeria, Sierra Leone. Then, in the other zone, that's Zone A, we'll have Mali, Mauritania, as well as Guinea versus Guinea-Bissau. So those teams will be based in Second D. Then also in Cape Coast, we'll have the likes of Senegal, Liberia, as well as Burkina Faso, Niger. Then Ivory Coast will take on Togo with Benin, Cape Verde. So I'll give you, how it's going to happen, the format of the competition, because we have as many as 16 teams, and in Zone A we'll have 8 that will be based in Second D, and also in Zone B we'll have 8 teams in Cape Coast. So what happens is we'll have all play all, and also later we'll have a round robin exercise with the 2 teams participating to the semi-finals, and we'll have the ultimate. The 2 teams from each zone will make it to the finals, and the winner of the competition will earn a whooping $100,000. Well, president of Wafu, that's Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi, Wafu Zone B, has been explaining more. Also, he spoke about this event at yesterday's launch and draw.
Support and cooperation of member countries and other stakeholders will ensure that West Africa becomes as vibrant as all of us want, with competitions for national teams, club size, women and youth football. In the first step of this major revival, I'm happy to announce that the 16 member countries will be taking part in the 2017 Wafu Cup of Nations, to be hosted in Ghana from the 9th to 24th September 2017. This morning, I had a rare privilege of attending the workshop for the tournament, and I'm happy to announce that all the 60 member countries sent their key officials to attend the event and for this evening's draw. This is a show of their commitment to the competition. I want to thank all the delegates who traveled from their countries to attend today's events. In March this year, Fox International Club Competitions was held in Dakar, Senegal. Champion clubs of 4 of our member countries took part in the inter-club competition. We are effectively underway with reviving West African football. I want to use this opportunity to thank Fox Sports for the confidence they have shown in football in Africa, and West Africa in particular. I want to assure them that we will ensure our competitions become the best among the zones in Africa. Through performances at the African Cup of Nations and the World Cup, West Africa has proven that it is the best in terms of performance in Africa. And I'm confident that we will replicate this with the Fox Sports WAFU Cup of Nations. Our partnership with Fox TV has proven that corporate support is the engine of football development. And it is our hope that corporate bodies will emulate the shining example of Fox TV International to help develop the game in our sub-region. Football talents abound in the sub-region. Our sub-region is noted for its passion for the beauty.
So that's President of the WAFU Zone B, President Kwesi Nyantakyi, speaking at yesterday's launch and draw of the inaugural WAFU tournament. So as I noted, we're going to have 8 teams in each zone. One zone will be in Sekondi, Takrady, and also we'll have the other zone in Cape Coast. So the tournament will actually start on September 9 and end September 22. Here we'll bring you more. I'm sure probably maybe we'll even telecast the matches live for you, and we'll also be in either Cape Coast or Sekondi, because Ghana is based in Sekondi, so definitely we'll be in Sekondi to bring you more on whatever will happen at this year's WAFU tournament. So the Black Stars B, they will participate in the WAFU tournament, and they are preparing. Currently they are in camp at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, preparing for the competition, as well as they are qualified. They are 2018 CHAN qualifier with Burkina Faso. Yesterday they played a friendly at the Accra Stadium against Accra Great Olympics, and they won that game by 2-0. So the goals were scored by Samuel Safo of Liberty Professionals, and also informed Heart-to-Folk attacker, that's Thomas Abbey. So that's it by way of updates of the team that will participate, the Ghana team that will participate at this year's WAFU tournament. Well, here on the local scene, the Ghana Premier League will not happen this weekend. We are having MTN FA Cup games, and to talk about the Ghana Premier League, Aduana Star CEO Albert Komi says the recurring injuries to some of their regular players have been their main challenge in this season's league. Now, the Doma side currently lead the league log with 44 points, just a point between them and leaders Wafa, who have 2 outstanding games to play. And Komi, who is hoping to win this season's league, tells Joy Sports if not for injuries, they would have wrapped up the league title by now.
Why not? We're looking at the players available, looking at the technical team, looking at what I would say motivation. I think that they have the two, self-motivation and the motivation that is coming from at the top. I think that the players are very good. The cohesion is there now as compared to last year. And they always rise up to the occasion when the challenge comes. So I'm very positive that we take one game at a time. By the 30th week, whatever God has granted, we'll be grateful.
Finally, how big a surprise will it be to you if you are not able to win the league?
I'm not God. I know the Almighty Allah knows whatever happens to us the next moment. And He normally shares whatever that we deserve. As a Muslim, what I would say is that whatever, inshallah, He gives will be. There's nothing like surprises when it comes to that. The fact that you are leading the league does not and gives you an automatic win. You must plan for it. You must stay focused. And you must take a game. We respect all the 15 clubs. And we know when it gets to this stage, a lot of factors come to play. But Aduana has what it takes to win the league.
So that was Albert Komi, CEO of Aduana Stars. Well, so as Aduana are challenging for the league title, Burger All Stars are also trying to escape relegation. With just 12 points after 24 match days, owner of the team, that's Abdullah Al-Hassan, is not giving up on their premiership status.
I will say football, definitely at the end of the season, there's relegation, there's promotion. To the highest level of Ghana football, that's the Premier League. If you find yourself at the bottom there, I think, yes, there are so much challenges start to the season, which everybody is aware. I would say part of it is much financial problems that clubs are facing in the region. And with due respect, I will not say it's finished for them, because anything can happen in Ghana football. Anything can happen until the league is finished.
So you still think that the team can stay up in the Premier League?
You never know. Anything can happen.
12 points to end the season?
With 12 points, yeah. Anything can happen. I will tell you last year, Division 1 league, a club that I set up, the academy, who are currently participating in the Division 1 league. It happened the same way. They relegated last year, and before the season started, they are back in the Division 1 again. So anything can happen. So I always try to be reserved and see what happens at the end of the season.
So that was Abdullahi Alassan. He's owner of Boga All Stars, and he's talking about how his team can still escape relegation when we've played 24 games. You are left with just 6 games to go. You have 12 points, and he feels that they can miraculously, escape relegation. Well, the MTN FA Cup match is happening this weekend, so we are not going to have Premier League matches. And as I noted in my intro, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will not be in action. They actually wrote to the FA Cup committee asking that they be excused from this weekend's game with Nia Salamina, and the MTN FA Cup committee also granted their request. So no Asante Kotoko, Nia Salamina, MTN FA Cup quarterfinal this weekend, but we'll have Wow Stars defending Premier League champions. They will take on Bekum Chelsea at the Wa Park. It's happening on Sunday, and Wow Stars they see the MTN FA Cup as the only way of getting a silverware this season, because defending the Premier League title is out of reach now. So they only see the MTN FA Cup as the only way to get a silverware this season, and they will take on Bekum Chelsea at the Wa Park. So Media Mercy and Medals Professionals is also happening at the Takwa TNA Park. Also on Sunday, they will have Accra Heart to Folk Down Boat. It's happening at the Accra Sports Stadium. That game will be live on TV. So 3 matches: Wow Stars, Bekum Chelsea, Media Mercy and Medals Professionals, and also Accra Heart to Folk Down Boat FC will be on the MTN FA Cup quarterfinal. So you can always trust us on Joy 99.7 from every Sunday as we bring you the Premier League live service. So if there is no Premier League live service, we'll do the MTN FA Cup live service. Will be at all the venues and bring you updates as well as commentary for you to know what happened in this weekend's run of matches in the MTN FA Cup. So we have to do some more, and from the local scene, we do international stories. And Spanish striker Alvaro Morata is obviously settling in at his new club Chelsea, and it's good for the Chelsea fans. If you remember very well, when Lukaku signed for Manchester United, his first game for United, they won with as many as 5-0, 5 goals to 2. Lukaku didn't score, and people were criticizing him. That's what will bring you in for how much? £75 million, and your first game as a striker you play and not score in 5 goals, for the club. Now, it's also happened to Alvaro Morata. His first game for the side was against Bayern Munich. They actually lost that game by 3 goals to 2, but he was exonerated. At least he gave an assist for a goal that Chelsea scored, and the man is settling in at his new club, that's Chelsea. That was Chelsea new striker Alvaro Morata there. Well, also we have our own striker here in Ghana, Captain Asamoah. Well, he's the captain of the Black Stars, and he has moved to take his side, Keserispor. Well, yesterday he played in a preseason friendly for his side, Keserispor, in their game against Hannover 96, and he scored a brace. They won that game by 4 goals to 2. So unlike Alvaro Morata, whose team played with Bayern Munich, and they won by 3 goals to 2 and failed to score, Asamoah's team won by 4 goals to 2, and Asamoah scored a brace there. But we have to do some more on players preparing for the upcoming season. And Tottenham Hotspur's Victor Wanyama has also been speaking ahead of the start of the new Premier League season.
Harambee Stars captain and Tottenham Hotspur player Victor Wanyama had arguably his greatest professional campaign during the 2016-2017 English Premier League season. Wanyama made 36 appearances for the Lily Whites while scoring 4 goals in the process. The defensive midfielder is now looking to build on the last campaign and has set some individual and team goals for himself and his side going into the 2017-2018 season.
This coming season, I'm looking forward to tough season because a lot of teams have strengthened, and personally I want to improve from last season. So hopefully this season will be a good one. I'm ready to work hard and also keep on getting better.
So that was Victor Wanyama, who plays his club football for Tottenham Hotspur. So the start of the English Premier League season is happening in 2 weeks. We'll have the Community Shield before we'll bring you the Premier League proper. So, well, if you've missed EPL action, it's coming back in 2 weeks. Liverpool, Manchester United, City will all be in action, and we all love the Premier League. And when the Premier League's on, someone like Roland Walker, his weekends are always intact. He'll always sit behind the TV and watch, and I'm sure you also do the same. I'm Benedict Tosi. That's how we end sports this morning. We come your way next week with more sports news here on the AM Show. Until then, enjoy your weekend, and also if you get a chance, make your way to the Accra Stadium this Sunday and watch the MTN FA Cup game involving Accra Heart to Folk and Down Boats. Enjoy the rest of the program.